Welcome back to Let's Talk Temple. Today we're taking a closer look at a project that blends history, connectivity, and community all into one, the Georgetown Railroad Hike and Bike Trail. For more than a century, the Georgetown Railroad served as a transportation backbone for our region. It supported industry, carried goods, and shaped how neighborhoods grew across the south side of our city. When rail operations along this corridor were officially retired, the city saw an opportunity not to erase its history, but to preserve it and bring it new life.
Instead of connecting communities for freight, it's going to connect people exercising, getting out in nature, being able to maybe hike all the way between the cities. In the long run, we'll have a completely integrated trail network. That
vision began in 2010 when the city of Temple purchased the former railroad right-of-way. Because inactive rail lines are federally regulated, the city pursued a process called rail banking, which allows rail corridors to be preserved and repurposed for public use while keeping the option to restore rail service if needed. In May 2021, the Federal Surface Transportation Board approved the conversion of this corridor into a future hike and bike trail, officially opening the door for the project we're talking about today.
Doing something like this will turn what was previously just an abandoned lot that didn't provide any benefit to the city is now not only benefiting the city and the community, but we actually get to reinforce why we have the city.
The Georgetown Railroad Trail will transform this historic corridor, along with the iconic MK&T Railroad Bridge, listed on the National Register of Historic Places, into a 10-foot wide shared-use path that connects communities, neighborhoods, schools, and parks, providing safe access for walkers, cyclists, and families.
One of the main trails that this will connect to is the Friars Creek Trail. So as you come up from 31st Street, approaching 5th Street, then there's that South Temple Community Park, there's the water park and the pool and the splash pad, there's the big open area, and they play disc golf out there, and that's where those pedestrian bridge will end. That ties into the Friars Creek Trail that runs along 5th Street all the way up towards the loop, towards Temple College. There's another connection to be made there, but we've got a lot of links in a future integrated trail system that will take you all the way around the city.
The trail will link the neighborhoods of Deerfield, Stonegate, Bentwood, and Bellaterra with Ray Allen Elementary School, as well as South Temple Park, Lions Junction Water Park, and the upcoming Legacy Ranch development near FM 93. It's a project that honors our past while creating new opportunities for recreation, access, and regional connection.
It was right away that we already owned. It didn't require us to then do any other type of takings or ask some other developer to give up valuable land that could be used for their development, whether it's residential or commercial. So it was just the most logical place to put a trail, and it wasn't going to be useful for a lot of other things.
The work is happening in phases. Phase 1 is split into 2. Phase 1A is currently under construction. It's funded by the city through a developer participation agreement. This segment includes about 1,700 feet of sidewalk, along with trail lighting, trees, and other amenities. Phase 1B will continue the trail from 1A to South 31st Street. It will include about 7,200 feet of sidewalk, a crosswalk system at 31st Street, and additional trail improvements. Phase 2 will extend the trail from South 31st Street to the Temple city limits at the historic MK&T Railroad Bridge over the Leon River. This phase will preserve the historic bridge while connecting neighborhoods and regional destinations.
That's forecast out another year or two from now, and at that point, those are the 2 phases we have construction dollars for.
Finally, phase 3, still conceptual, would extend the trail across the Leon River depending on future right-of-way needs, environmental clearances, a potential pedestrian bridge, and completion of the earlier phases.
If that can be done, I'm going to put that down as one of the things I'll be most proud about at the time I've worked for Temple. If we can make that trail system interconnect 2 cities, that's phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to seeing that become reality. It's still a long way off.
And as always, we're listening to our residents. Tree preservation continues to be a priority. Our goal is to maintain as many existing trees as feasible and add new plantings where needed to help buffer the trail from adjacent neighborhoods and protect the natural feel of the corridor.
We are going back and putting a lot of trees in, especially between the trail and the apartments to the north. I know One of the concerns we got was people didn't want those townhomes, people on the second floor looking into their own backyard or their back windows, and I completely understand that. So the trees we're putting between the trail and those townhomes are going to be 100 and 200 gallon trees. We get that term because the root size is 200 gallons in volume. So the tree itself is going to be about 20 feet tall. It's going to have a huge canopy. There's going to be a lot of screening benefits with these trees. Every tree we're putting down there is going to be considerable. We're not putting any samplings. They're all going to be large, mature trees.
Altogether, these phases form a long-term vision to convert an inactive railroad into a vibrant regional trail system that reconnects communities and revitalizes historic infrastructure.
A lot of times we're just building new stuff. In this case, there's a chance to preserve that 100-plus-year-old trestle bridge. It used to be the Missouri, Kansas, and Texas, what people call the Katy line, and that bridge was built to last. We've had an engineer out there look at it. To think that we can preserve that, to know that I'm working to make that possible and put a new spin on something that has been there for a century, that's pretty powerful.
This is truly a project where history meets future, bringing new purpose to a retired railroad, honoring a piece of our community story, and creating connections that will serve families, students, and neighbors for generations to come.
It's going to be an exciting and very beautiful path. Those who like to go on walks, those who like to spend time making their dogs exercise, this will be something that you would really enjoy once it's completed.
For information on this and other projects, visit our interactive capital improvement project map on letstalktemple.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.